afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Start thinking up your medical questions.
That's right. Dr. Zorba Pastor will be with us later this hour. We'll be taking your phone calls and questions, and we'll let you know when it's time to call in.
Busy news day. Topping our headlines, a huge fire after explosions at a Waukesha County manufacturer. We're live on scene with what we know about injuries and damage.
In court today, prosecutors used testimony to connect Kari Sanford to the murder scene. We'll explain how physical and digital evidence is key.
Plus, we're watching the skies closely this afternoon with a slight chance of severe weather rolling through. But first, you need to see it from above as we are here to really sense how big of an explosion and fire rocked a manufacturer in Waukesha County today.
The scene at Somerset Marine in Eagle was big enough to draw fire crews and tankers from as far away as Kenosha and Washington counties.
This footage is from around 9 a.m. Here you can see firefighters pour gallons and gallons of water on tanks that are on fire.
Even trucks outside of the building caught fire. You can see the burned out shells of 2 vehicles, with one still on fire.
An assistant fire chief told us the structure basically collapsed and that the roof fell on top of a lot of the material that's burning.
We also learned this afternoon ATF agents are looking into what caused the explosion. Firefighters expect it to burn well into the evening.
And anytime you see something like this, one of your first thoughts, of course, goes to anyone who was inside at the time.
Luckily, this is one of those cases where the damage done to property was much worse than done to people.
Our Naomi Coles continues our coverage. She's been there all day long. She's live in Eagle. Naomi, what can you tell us?
So the good news is, first of all, is that all 24 employees who were at work when the first explosions happened, they all made it out alive. Now, what you see behind me right now, this is a lot more calm than what you just saw in the video and what we were just talking about. And I actually just got off the phone about half an hour ago with the fire department spokesperson. He tells me just about everything is now out except for some burning still inside those combustibles that they can't get to because of the structural collapse, that a lot of the flames are already out. Now, firefighters don't know yet what exploded or why, but 3 employees were in fact hurt, sending one to the hospital with a broken femur. It has been fairly hot out today, and that means 3 firefighters also had heat exhaustion, one badly enough to also need to go to the hospital. However, everyone is expected to survive. I checked in on their conditions. One is in serious condition, but they are all expected to make it out alive, especially thanks to one employee who actually dragged out 2 of his fellow employees.
Very unfortunate day for our company, but first and foremost, I want to thank God for keeping our employees safe and for getting them out safely, and the firefighters as well. I mean, they've valiantly battled this fire here today, and very unfortunate situation.
Somerset Marine Construction builds piers and docks, and they're expecting to rely heavily on their Madison location over the coming months as they find a new place to rebuild. Now, the fire does not have any dangerous chemicals or compounds that are burning right now. The shelter-in-place order that was in place earlier today for the community in a mile radius around this location, that was primarily because of the smoke. Now, coming up at 5, I'm going to be talking about why it took so long for these flames to come down.
A lot to be thankful for in this story today. Naomi Coles reporting live. We'll see you at 5, Naomi. Thank you. And we will be covering this in more detail on the rest of our evening shows on channel3000.com and on the News 3 Now app.
Let's take a look outside. A wet start to the day, well, around noontime, I guess, but not bad out there.
Look how green everything is getting. It's very pretty.
All of a sudden, Dana's in the backyard. More rain on the way. Oh, your parasol.
My parasol. Oh my gosh, our producer gets so much credit. This brings me so much joy, guys. It's sunny outside for us right now on the patio, but yes, we do have some more rain on the way. And as we look north of us right now, we do have scattered showers and some thunderstorms. In fact, part of our area now under a severe thunderstorm watch that stretches into Juneau and Adams counties up towards La Crosse and then around to the Twin Cities. Further west, the very northern portion of Iowa and the southern portion of Minnesota under a tornado watch tonight. These storms expected to continue to build in for us, again, mainly north of Dane County right now, but we will see some more scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight. A few pockets of sunshine currently. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-70s. It's about a 15-degree jump from where we were at this time yesterday. 81, though, in Janesville. 81 also in Mineral Point. You can see a very clear line where that warm front is at. Temperatures rising for the southwestern portion of the state, but a bit cooler where we've seen showers for areas, again, north of Dane County. Temps will fall through the 70s throughout the rest of this evening. As we look at traffic very quickly, Things look fairly okay throughout Dane County. Eastbound along the Beltline slowing down. Westbound along the Beltline, though, no major delays. And downtown Madison looks pretty smooth for us right now. We will take a closer look at that rain chance for us overnight and what's ahead for your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Day 3 of the Kari Sanford trial centered around video surveillance on the night of the murders.
Sanford is accused of killing Dr. Beth Potter and her husband Robin Kari in the UW Arboretum in March of 2020. Eric Franke is here now with more on today's court proceedings.
Well, Susan and Mark, today featured detectives piecing together a compilation of city camera and business video tracking a white van's movement believed to have been used to transport the victims to the UW Arboretum before they were shot and killed. Again, we can only show you still photos from trial per the judge's orders. Detectives explained this video compilation tracked the white van's movement with a driver and passenger in the front as it made its way to the McDonald's on Regent Street, then as it traveled some campus area streets before heading westbound on Monroe Street toward the Arboretum. There was also a discussion about clothing worn by one of the individuals shown going into that McDonald's, questioning if it matched the person taken into custody later. Court was adjourned for the day around 3 this afternoon. The trial resumes tomorrow morning. Tahalil Muhaddin was in court today. She'll have more live coverage at 5 and 6. Mark.
Eric, thank you. Wisconsin basketball coach Greg Gard teamed up with AmFam insurance employees and volunteers with Habitat Dane County to complete the frame of a house. Today they did what's called a frame up, where they build all the walls and assemble the house so the family can get a tour of the house before it's completed. Then it'll be shipped to its permanent home where it'll be fully assembled.
It's been awesome to watch this all come together, and so many volunteers here that are able to give their time today, so it's really neat to be a part of it.
When the home is completed, it'll have 2 beds and 1 bath.
Turner Middle School in Beloit is doing its part to do something about the epidemic that is youth mental health. Today is Mental Health Action Day, so the school held a full day of activities to support mental health and wellness. The experiences included speakers from local community organizations, some yoga, and learning how to practice coping skills. Mental Health Action Day was convened by the MTV Entertainment Group with help from the White House. This year's theme is connection, something that we can all use nowadays. 2 local nonprofits were presented with $1,500 today for their exceptional work in the community. Little John's Kitchens takes excess food from its grocery partners and turns it into amazing meals. The other nonprofit, Briar Patch, offers a wide array of services to runaway homeless youth and at-risk youth in Dane County. The money was raised by a company called E3 Inspire by hosting a fashion show.
So all the models that participated in the show were actually those impacted by domestic violence. So from adults to all walks of life, jobs, genres, as well as children, high school students. So it was very important for me to have that day be all about them.
They were both acknowledged today by the group, the company that supports businesses and their staff on the impacts of trauma due to domestic violence.
The suspect accused of killing 10 people at a Buffalo supermarket appeared in court this morning. The suspect in Saturday's mass shooting in Buffalo appeared before a judge in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs as emotions in the community run high. Authorities believe the 18-year-old kept a personal diary of his planning on the social media platform Discord and kept those posts private until 30 minutes before killing 10 people. Buffalo resident Sharon Doyle staged a silent protest outside the courthouse today, still affected by the events.
I've been going to counseling every day just to get it off my chest.
This is joy, this is love, and this is unity.
Members of the NFL's Buffalo Bills visited the scene of the shooting, handing out groceries and serving meals to residents now left without a grocery store. Officials in New York have announced an investigation into social media companies the suspect allegedly used to discuss hateful ideologies, including Discord and Twitch. Both sites have promised to cooperate with law enforcement. President Biden hosted the leaders of Finland and Sweden at the White House for a meeting all 3 countries describe as historic.
Top of the agenda, NATO membership for both countries.
And on Capitol Hill, the U.S. Senate has approved the House-passed Ukraine assistance package. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
President Biden called it a momentous day, telling the leaders of Finland and Sweden they have the full backing of the U.S. a day after the countries applied for NATO membership.
Having 2 new NATO members in the high north will enhance the security of our alliance and deepen our security cooperation across the board.
Finland, which shares an 800-mile-long border with Russia, and Sweden have historically remained neutral. But public sentiment in the countries has changed following Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
After 200 years of military non-alignment, Sweden has chosen a new path.
Joining the defense alliance requires unanimous approval from current members, but Turkey has voiced opposition.
We are open to discussing all the concerns Turkey may have.
3 weeks after President Biden's initial request for additional military and humanitarian aid for Ukraine, the U.S. Senate has passed a nearly $40 billion package.
But 11 Republicans, including Kentucky's Rand Paul, who held up the vote for a week, opposed the measure.
There is no free lunch. $40 billion cannot be created out of thin air.
It appears more and more MAGA Republicans are on the same soft on Putin playbook that we saw used by former President Trump.
Lawmakers also welcomed the leaders of Finland and Sweden to Capitol Hill. Senate leaders say they will work swiftly in their role to assist U.S. approval of their NATO application. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden took the rare step of invoking the Defense Production Act to boost domestic supplies of baby formula. With many store shelves empty or near empty, the head of the FDA is asking a House subcommittee for money to address the growing problem. But lawmakers want to know the FDA's role in getting to this point.
We need to make sure this plant is safe to open, but it's hard to see any evidence that FDA has made it a priority to get this plant cleaned and cleared and back online.
It makes me question which side the FDA is on. Are they on the side of Abbott and industry or on the side of the American consumer?
The president is also launching Operation Fly Formula to import more product from overseas to speed up delivery. The House passed 2 bills last night to address the shortage. Both now head to the Senate.
Well, there's more at 4. Great art doesn't come to mind when you think of a New York City subway station.
Well, it will after this story. At one station, wait till you see what they have underground. We'll take you to see some amazing art when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
How is it still playing?
Aspirin Arthritis, full prescription strength, reduces inflammation. Don't touch my piano.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Bev Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract $20 a month plan with talk, text, and data. It's easy to connect. With our award-winning customer support team, no sleight of hand is required. Call, go online, or visit Target to get your new SIM card or phone today.
My dad told me he's back into old hobbies, but it looks like he's picked up new habits for his type 2 diabetes, too.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C, and it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including hundreds of La-Z-Boy recliners and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Welcome back. Your hair, not necessarily my hair, there's not much of it, can help fight oil spills.
That's right. A nonprofit in San Francisco is using human hair and animal fur to help clean up oil spills. A standard way to clean up oil on land is to use mats made from polypropylene, a non-biodegradable plastic. Hair, however, is an environmentally friendly resource that can soak up around 5 times its weight in oil. So the company Matter of Trust makes special mats and booms out of human hair to clean up spills. Matter of Trust has produced over 300,000 of them for major cleanups, including the BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, you'll soon be able to pay for things with just your smile. MasterCard says it's rolling out a new facial recognition system. It lets customers pay with a wave of their hand over a fingerprint reader or a smile into a camera to measure facial features. No need for a card or a smartphone. MasterCard says it's testing out the new biometric system in certain markets around the world, including a supermarket chain in Brazil. The system will be later introduced in North America and Europe.
Buying a home in the current market is not getting any easier. Home prices hit another record high. The National Association of Realtors reports the median price of a home rose to over $391,000 last month. That is up nearly 15% from a year ago. Meanwhile, home sales fell for the 3rd month in a row in April. Rising mortgage rates and limited affordable choices have pushed many would-be home buyers out of the market. Sales of existing homes dropped nearly 2.5% from March to April and are down nearly 6% from a year ago.
Stocks attempted a rebound after yesterday's massive losses. The Dow Industrials lost 236 points, closing at 31,253. The Nasdaq was off just 29 points. The S&P 500 down 22. Well, under Times Square lies a subway station that sees more than 100,000 commuters a day, and it just got a little more colorful.
Mosaics were unveiled as part of renovations in New York City's most used subway stop.
The design comes from the artist Nick Cave. Vlad Duthier spoke to Cave and saw the mosaics up close.
Beneath the hustle and bustle of America's busiest crossroads lies a subway platform that's as vibrant as the billboards above it.
This is how my brain sort of feels.
Thanks to the vision of artist Nick Cave, whose dynamic mosaics will be seen by millions at the Times Square subway station.
We're on the go, we're moving quickly, but there's also moments where everything does stop and we take in that moment. And so it's really about that and being able to appreciate this sort of art that you're surrounded by.
The mosaics are based on Cave's signature sound suits, sculptures that were first born out of the 1992 police beating of Rodney King.
As a black man, I was in shock. I really didn't know what to do in that sort of moment. I am grateful, thankful that art has always been my savior. You know, it's the place where I knew that I could go to flush out these emotions and these sort of frustrations.
His first sound suit was made of twigs he found in a Chicago park. The fluid motion of the sculpture made him realize it's something he could wear.
The moment that I put it on, it hid my gender, race, class. And so I was forced to look at something without judgment. A lot of the sound suits are built on discarded materials, something less than sort of bringing value to the unvalued and building something from nothing.
There's so much about this work to experience and to take in.
Sandra Bloodworth heads the program that chooses art for the public transit system. She said Cave's mosaics embody the experience commuters should have.
First thing they're going to do is reach out and touch it.
Yeah.
It brings beauty underground, and beauty that brings out our better nature, that brings out the best of us.
And that's what you want when you're riding the subway, right?
Exactly.
The mosaics are based on photographs of Cave sound suits during performances, now set in the bedrock of New York City.
You just glanced over when you were talking about it. What were you thinking of?
I'm just sort of thinking that I can't believe it. I can't believe that probably 30 years ago, I was writing in a journal, and I wrote this statement working toward what I'm leaving behind. And to think that this is one of those moments. This is here forever.
Vladimir Jutip, CBS News, New York.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
Worth a trip to the city just for that.
Yeah, and they're all little tiles?
Yeah, wow. Subway tiles. Well, still to come at 4, the Traveler's Throwback Thursday. Get ready to be happy.
Happy the Clown was a fixture at Circus World Museum for years. We go back to 1991 to get happy all over again when Live at 4 continues.
Big Memorial Day savings start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, get special no-interest financing for 12 months. And it's starting right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
The world is full of make or break moments, especially if you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture. It's time to make your move to help reduce your risk of fracture with Prolia. Only Prolia is proven to help strengthen and protect bones from fracture with one shot every 6 months.
Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Xgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections, which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Don't wait for a break. Call your doctor now and ask how Prolia can help you.
Raising healthy children takes a village, and kids thrive when their village is healthy too.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are helping you unlock a healthier world with our Time for Kids Keys to Health campaign. We'll show you how sustainable choices create healthier lifestyles, explore the impacts of food security on families,
and share ways we can help build a healthy community together. So join us on air, online, and in your village.
And take time for kids.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
Well, take a look at this, or should we say these? It's corgis on wheels. These puppets will be part of the pageant organized for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee on June 5th. 20 corgis in all, each one different, with different ears, different markings, different tongues. The puppet maker's been working on these pups since January. Corgis, of course, are the Queen's favorite dog breed. They're also making horse bicycles and swans, all of the Queen's favorite things.
Oh, they are adorable.
This is so British.
And from a distance, they look real.
It can't be much more British than that.
Oh, I love corgis.
I don't hate it. Yeah, it's pretty cute.
They're going to be part of the parade going by the Queen.
Okay, I bet she'll be excited about it.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
Excited about the weather?
Right now, it's nice to have some sunshine for us, but it might get a little stormy later on. That's what we're keeping an eye on for this evening. Some folks are under a severe thunderstorm watch tonight. Other areas really might not see much rain overnight.
We could use it.
We could use it. It's starting to get green outside, right?
Yeah.
So just a little bit of rain coming through. It's been nice for us to kind of turn things over to get ready to go for the end of spring. I know, the end of May.
Wow.
Right around the corner. Am I talking about that already? We'll look at our rain chance right after the break.
Did I miss?
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more. Crazy commutes, crowd control. Have a nice day, Alex. Thanks, taking the stairs, that's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. I can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
3 days only. Shop the spring bonus sale at Grand Appliance for up to $1,000 in additional savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on all kitchen packages, like this 4-piece Frigidaire stainless steel package for just $19.98. Or this LG package with 29 cubic foot French door fridge and convection range with air fry for just $28.96. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Before your symptoms take over you.
Live your greatness.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Again, we do have some sunshine over Madison right now, and areas southeast is still dry and sunny, but northwest of Dane County, we do have some severe weather concerns. Severe thunderstorm watches for Juneau and Adams County. That stretches northwest towards the Twin Cities. La Crosse right now and areas to the west under a tornado watch until 10 o'clock. This line of thunderstorms has already triggered a few severe thunderstorm warnings near the Twin Cities. You can see that blue popping up in the center there. We've had hail, confirmed reports of large large hail around the Twin Cities. For us, it's just been rain coming through southern Wisconsin. Everything lining up right along a warm front. So that's why right now we're in the mid-70s in Madison, but the southwest corner of the state, temperatures in the mid to low 80s. The center of this system still off into Minnesota, but as it drags through and drags that cold front through our area, we'll have scattered showers and storms overnight, and then cooler temperatures building in behind that heading into this weekend. So right now we're keeping an eye on the storms ahead for overnight and for Friday morning. Our temperatures will pull back behind that cold front, and we will see a few more rain chances next week, though it does look likely that next week will hold a few more cool days in the forecast. Right now, mid-70s for Madison, but that warmer air really building into the southwest corner of the state. Heavy rainfall expected for us starting in La Crosse as we get closer to about 5 to 7. That continues through the rest of the evening. The bulk of this rain really builds in for the rest of our area overnight heading into Friday morning. Some of these showers could bring heavier rainfall. Wouldn't be surprised to hear a few rumbles of thunder for us to start off the day on Friday. These scattered showers continue mainly through the morning before wrapping up right around noon, clearing off to the east. We get some clearing Friday night heading into Saturday. Now Saturday morning temperatures will be near 50. Notice that breeze shift coming in from the northwest. We'll have some scattered showers in the afternoon, and temperature-wise only landing in the upper 50s, so a cooler day expected for us for Saturday. These showers will likely clear out early in the morning on Sunday and give us a bit of sunshine by Sunday afternoon. Check out some of these rainfall totals. Again, northwest, that's why we're expecting the heavier showers. Could easily see isolated areas around La Crosse in the 3 to 5 inch range. Most of Dane County closer to 1/4 of an inch, but that gradient quickly building northwest of Dane County. Highs tomorrow in the upper 60s, cloudy outside with showers and thunderstorms mainly in the morning. Beyond this, once we get through the cooler trend for the start of next week, it does get a little warmer. We start to see a warming trend in that 8 to 10 day outlook. Cool for Saturday and Sunday. We stay in the low 60s for the start of the work week. By the back half of the work week, temperatures warm back up, so that's that rising trend heading into next weekend. Temperature-wise, we will be in the mid to low 70s, so just a smidge above average with what looks like a little bit of a dry trend for us for Thursday, Friday, and heading into that next Saturday.
So nice and consistent, no big spikes or drops.
No big spikes or drops, just a slow back down to those cooler trends for us this weekend and next week, and then slowly warm back up.
I like a cooler.
Yes, yes, I know. I would much rather bundle up, but we don't want it to get too cold. A lot of folks planting, myself included.
Yes.
So we would like to stay above freezing, definitely.
Above 40, actually.
Above 40, actually. Yeah. You're right. We don't want any frost concern. You're right. But so talking about the 60s and 50s, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Dana.
All right. Thanks, Dana. Well, he was the face of the Circus World Museum in Baraboo. Jim Williams, better known as Happy the Clown, died in November of 2015 at the age of 71.
I met Jimmy back in 1991 in his heyday at the Circus Museum. He retired 5 years later. Jimmy created lasting memories for generations. Here's my travel report from 1991.
Emmett Kelly, Otto Griebling, Lou Jacob, great circus clowns, legends. Add to that list, Jimmy Williams, best known as Happy.
Okay, now come on in.
Every morning he goes to work as Jimmy Williams, but Jimmy doesn't hang around long. His first assignment of the day, a show where Jimmy Williams becomes Happy the Clown.
Happy is the alter ego. He comes out. You just tend to do things, say things, like if you meet a total stranger here in the park or dressed as Happy the Clown, I might say, "Hi, sweetheart, how are you? You're looking great today." Jim Williams wouldn't say that, but Happy would.
Front door, hey, ooh, right in the snot locker, that hurt.
So you get that character on your face, and it's a mask, it's a shield that you hide behind. And you just become the character.
We're going to the circus. How about that?
It's a character which has entertained circus goers at the museum for 1/4 of a century. It's a job Jim Williams sort of stumbled into. He was an out-of-work cabinet maker, making extra money working as a clown in a mall. The former director of the Circus Museum saw him and offered him the job.
My job is to break the monotony between the acts. While they're setting up the props for the next show or next act, it is my job to entertain those people so they don't get antsy and get up and walk out. We keep these people's attention focused on us while they're tearing down a steel arena, while they're setting the elephant props. Sometimes people wake up after we leave and go, oh, where did that come from?
During the circus acts, Happy retires to his trailer. He becomes Jim Williams again. Jim Williams in makeup.
Excellent.
There's only time for a quick costume change, a quick blast of cool air, before Jim once again becomes Happy.
If I can make somebody happy, I'll do it.
Hi, buddy. What do you got?
Even if it means making a fool out of myself. Oh, you have your ups and downs. You have your good days, you have your bad days. You also put on that the baggy pants and the makeup and the clown clothes. You walk out there, you forget all about your personal problems, too.
Hold your ears!
Jim Williams feels he's one of the luckiest guys around. There aren't many jobs that'll pay you just to put a smile on a child's face.
I hope I can do it for another 25 years.
Oh, wow.
He was an entertainer, and he was inducted into the Clown Hall of Fame in 1995.
I loved the reactions on the kids' faces. That was my favorite part of that story.
Yeah.
So all told, he did it how many years?
25 years.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Yeah. End of an era.
End of an era, that's for sure. All right, coming up next year on Live at 4, pedestrian fatalities have been significantly up since the pandemic. We'll tell you why.
And then coming up next hour at 5, it is still too close to call in the Pennsylvania primary election for U.S. Senate, which has Donald Trump-backed candidate Dr. Oz currently in the lead. Does this indicate where the Republican primaries in Wisconsin are headed? Our political reporter Will Keneally will have that story at 5.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. Farxiga is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about Farxiga. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Farxiga. Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at the Century House. Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike and Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner. Available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! Yes! At 5, Brandy will stream her first concert and gain her first band. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on. After all, we're the nationwide network built by locals for locals. U.S. Cellular.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. Call now before our busy summer season and get a $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation. News 3 Now's Call for Action team advocates for you. Getting through when you can't.
We hear comments like, oh, thank you for listening. Nobody cared.
Asking the right questions.
Your customers are so frustrated. You hope to make that right.
And getting results.
They sent a water heater the next day after you told me you made the call.
When you're getting nowhere, we have the team and the resources to get answers. Call for Action, only on News 3 Now. We're taking action for you.
Our weather shot du jour is from Pittsburgh. Never been there.
Oh, it's a great city.
Is
it?
It
Really is. And it's very pretty. That's a great shot. Great shot of the skyline and the bridges.
All the rivers coming together.
Yeah.
77 degrees there right now, so similar to us.
Pedestrian fatalities in the United States have reached the highest level in 40 years.
Dania Backus takes a look at what's causing the increase.
70-year-old Adolph Lyons was hit and killed by a truck as he walked in a crosswalk in Los Angeles earlier this year. Police released this video in an effort to find the hit-and-run driver. They say Lyons did everything right. He waited at the crosswalk and he had the right of way.
He was an engineer for the state of California, and my brother was a good man. And he was a veteran.
But accidents like this are growing in number. A new report by the Governor's Highway Safety Association projects nearly 7,500 pedestrians were killed in 2021, an almost 12% jump from 2020.
That would be the largest number of pedestrians killed in a single year in almost 4 decades.
What are the factors that are contributing to such high numbers?
More drivers out on the roadways continuing to engage in dangerous driving behaviors, whether it be speeding or impaired driving or lack of restraint.
Russ Martin is with the GHSA.
We see an increase in the number of larger vehicles that are being sold and that are out there on the roadways, SUVs, pickup trucks, larger vehicles that pose a greater risk to pedestrians.
Pedestrian fatalities are projected to have increased in 37 states in the District of Columbia, remain unchanged in 3 states, and decreased in only 10 states.
Clearly, there's a wide range of experience across the country, and our next step as a community ought to be to figure out exactly what some states and communities and cities are doing right.
Martin says prioritizing transportation infrastructure and reduced speed limits are ways to protect pedestrians and improve safety for all. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The report also shows since 2018, the percentage of pedestrian fatalities among children younger than 15 where speeding was a factor more than doubled.
And most of those accidents happened during weekdays.
Be careful out there. Still to come at 4, we're in the middle of an especially bad allergy season.
Yes, we are. Look who's here. Dr. Zorba Pastor is with us this afternoon. We're taking your calls and questions, so if you have a question,
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
How do you use your energy? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Fry Construction is celebrating 27 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 27%. That's right, 27%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 27% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Since I left for college, my dad has gotten back into some of his old hobbies. And now he's taking Trulicity. And it looks like he's gotten into some new, healthier habits, too.
What changes are you making for your type 2 diabetes? Maybe it's time to try Trulicity. It's proven to help lower A1C. that could help you lose up to 10 pounds. And it's only taken once a week, so it can fit into your busy life. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. The choices you make can help control your A1C. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
The D.C. Liberals' spending spree is out of control, jacking up inflation on Wisconsin families, wiping out wage gains, and making it harder for families to make ends meet. Gas, groceries, rent, everything costs more. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting back, voting against the Liberals' inflationary spending and demanding accountability for Washington's rampant waste and fraud. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting to stop the reckless spending that is killing us with inflation.
Some good traffic news. No accidents popping up for us right now, though eastbound along the Beltline a little more red than what we would like to see for this time of the evening. That likely due to construction. Westbound looks pretty smooth, and downtown Madison actually just a few slow and go spots. Downtown Janesville nice and green, and the interstate north and southbound 3990 through Rock County and Dane County looks good for us this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, close to 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about an 18-minute drive for us right now. That's a quick look at traffic.
Okay, thank you. If you think your cat is ignoring you when you call its name, you might be right.
I knew it.
That's because according to a new study, cats probably can recognize names. Specifically, the research suggests cats may be able to recognize the names and faces of other cats who live in the same home. The Kyoto University study was published in the journal Scientific Reports. As to how cats learn names, well, that isn't known yet.
That must be one of those cat cafes in Japan.
Little kittens?
Aw. Yeah, they know
Does your cat come when you call?
She'll open her eyes and look, so I know she hears me, and then she'll just ignore me. So that's exactly what that story just said. Right.
All right. Well, the doctor's in this afternoon. Dr. Zorba, Pastor, we're taking your calls at 608-270-9933.
Phones are wide open, so if you have a question, it's a great day to call. Call now.
Welcome back, Zorba.
Yeah, good to be here.
Good to be seen.
I mean, it seems like all the plants outside were put in a microwave.
That's right.
They do boom, and allergies are exploding.
You hit it exactly that. You know, the good news is we've got great over-the-counter medications for allergies, and people really ought to go out and get them. So first of all, there's steroid inhalers like Flonase. That's one of the name brands, but it's fluticasone. And the thing about steroid inhalers is they are the best thing for anything with a stuffy nose. Put the steroid inhaler. It takes a day or two to kick in. Does not kick in right away. Takes a day or two. If you then use an over-the-counter non-sedating antihistamine during the daytime, Claritin generic, Zyrtec generic, Allegra generic, they're all good. They can really help you. And if it's really serious at bedtime, take some Benadryl. I mean, it's the best stuff, but it makes you sleepy. And that's what you do. And then eye drops, over-the-counter eye drops. Pataday is one of them. Ask the pharmacy about over-the-counter eye drops, but they really do all make a difference.
But how do you know if it's allergies and not COVID?
Well,
a lot of the symptoms are the same.
So the symptoms can be very, very similar. So one of the things you can do is you get one of those nifty kits that you can get from the government, and you can test yourself for COVID. And that's what I would recommend if you're worried about it. You can go to the store. You can show the insurance card. If you don't have insurance, there are ways that you can actually get those kits and you test. And remember, it may not show you have COVID, and you might have COVID, but the reality is just sort of finessing.
And maybe a fever would be the difference. You don't have a fever.
Well, but COVID is mostly asymptomatic. Remember, there is no assurance that you have COVID. And I got to give a great example. My daughter Dee Dee is a doc in Seattle, and she really is careful. She wears N95 masks, does everything all the time because she's worried about infecting people. And lo and behold, she called me today, and she has COVID just out of the blue. And she said, I don't know where I got it because I'm really, really careful. Well, the answer is most of us don't know where we have it. Luckily, this COVID that is circulating right now is not as serious as the COVID that was a long time ago. I mean, it's not like, you know, the COVID that was Omicron and all the other brands. This one is not as serious.
All right, and the vaccines help.
The vaccines make a big difference.
Let's go to Lynn in Beaver Dam. Hi, Lynn, what's your question?
Hello. My daughter was just admitted at UW Hospital with a spinal stroke, and they've done a bunch of tests and they can't figure out why she threw a blood clot to her spine. just wondering if the COVID vaccine has any side effects with blood clots as she had the vaccine.
Well, very difficult to say. It's just one of those things that can definitely occur with COVID. We still don't really understand exactly what it is. And then, of course, we have other diseases, concurrent diseases that happen along with it. But the answer is get checked out. There are very good medications for exactly these conditions and treat it.
I wish her the very best.
of
Thank
luck.
you for calling. Let's go to Steve in Dodgeville. Hi, Steve. What's your question?
Yes, I've been diagnosed with neuropathy, and I wonder if Dr. Zorba can give me some ideas to maybe some different kind of shoes or liners or
Yeah, how do you do it?
I didn't quite understand.
Neuropathy.
Yeah,
He has neuropathy.
With neuropathy, gabapentin, pregabalin are very good drugs for neuropathy. They can really work well. They don't make you sleepy. They're not narcotics. They're not habit-forming. And when you've got neuropathy, those are very good drugs that can help. Call your doctor. That's the most important thing. And then basically, that's how you can treat it. There are good treatments for neuropathy out there. It's a matter of you and your doctor having a good relationship to find them.
And it's a nerve damage thing.
It's a nerve damage thing, diabetes being the most common thing. Alcoholism being one of the more common things that also happen with neuropathy. It's nerve damage. Some people are very bothered, some are not, and you have to find the right medication to work for you to help you.
Well, let's revisit the mask issue. Some people are starting to, CDC's recommending you wear a mask in medium and high risk areas. We're in the medium area.
Yes. If you're immunized, if you've been careful, if you've been boosted, should you wear a mask? The answer is, I don't wear a mask in most situations. Now, I recently came back from Sarasota, Florida. I wore a mask when I was in the airport. I'm walking by a lot of people, so I wore a mask. But the reality is tonight we're going to a party. Penny and I are going to a party. It's a wedding party. There'll be about 40 people in there. I am not going to wear a mask. If somebody has, end up having COVID, I hope I don't get it, but I'm immunized. I want to start to live my life. I'm going to do it in a reasonable fashion. In the airport, yes. In a party, no.
All right, we have time for one more call. Let's go to Mary in Mount Horeb. Hi, Mary, what's your question? Mary, go ahead. All right, she has stomach pain, but also has her TV on too loud. Let's go to line 2. You're talking a question about booster brands?
Well, I didn't know if you should stick with the same for all your shots or if it's okay to go to another one.
Brand names for
some doctors say it's better.
Should you stick with Pfizer?
No, not at all. In fact, there's some very good reasons that you should actually, if you had Pfizer, get the Moderna booster. If you have Moderna, get the Pfizer booster. There's some very good ideas that you actually should mix and match.
Really?
Both are messenger RNA boosters, and there's some people who think that that's a good idea. So it's not a bad idea, and it might have turned out to be a good idea. I say, if the booster is available, get it done, and that's the most important thing.
Okay.
I went Moderna the whole way, and I'm done. I mean, I got 4 shots.
You'll be just fine. You have 4 shots. You're healthy.
All right, Zorba.
Well.
Thank you for calling in, everyone. We will do this again next week, and we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
At McGann Furniture in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. And remember, at McGann, we don't raise our prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Are you overloaded with debt? 13 may be your lucky number. No interest Chapter 13 debt repayment. Protect your assets, pay your debts, get a lower payment that you can afford. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 13 repayment plans start at only $275 a month. To see if you qualify, on your phone, from your home, statewide, call now or visit us online. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor.
I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
A massive explosion rocked this manufacturer in rural Waukesha County this morning. I'm on the scene with how many were hurt.
Also tonight, lessons Wisconsin voters can learn from the Pennsylvania primary. We talked to a UW political science expert tonight at 5. News 3 Now, winner of 18 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
Right now, there is a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of our area. Juneau and Adams counties, a tornado watch now for southern Minnesota. This line of storms bringing a bit of a punch towards the La Crosse area. We're still dry outside, but it does look like we'll have more showers and thunderstorms building in for us overnight.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
My sister's managing a lot, including her type 2 diabetes, but she's found new ways to stay on top of it all.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C, and it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Quality, longevity, selection. These words have been synonymous with the Surgenians and Karastan brands for over 90 years. Save up to 20% on Karastan carpets this month with special financing and rebates. Local, sustainable, Surgenians.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
In today's Final Touch, a Potosi, Wisconsin man has his dentures back.
This is going to take a little explanation. A Mississippi couple's annual beach vacation turned into a lost denture adventure while snorkeling along the Gulf shores. Aaron Wellborn made an underwater discovery. At the bottom of the Gulf, a set of dentures. The mouthpiece had a small name printed on it inside, so Aaron and his wife Blair started posting pics to social media. That led them to Randy Williams, traveling from Potosi, Wisconsin. It was a crashing wave that knocked his $2,000 false teeth into the brink. Thankfully, Williams won't have to put that money where his mouth is, as the Wellborns plan to reunite him with his pearly white property.
See, put your name on it.
Put your name on it, and then they posted pictures. The power of social media.
Yes, that was the good side.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.